I knew this day was going to happen real fast for the people that don't really know me. I've been a diehard Rockets fan since I was able to walk. My father used to take me to basketball games when we were younger. I have all of the Rockets signed on a basketball from the 86 NBA Finals team, the 1994 Finals team, the 1995 Finals team. I've got Hakeem Olajuwon signed jersey from the auction that was given during the 50th anniversary back in 96-97 season. I've always enjoyed the ups and downs of the franchise, and it's been something that has been weighing heavily on my mind lately because of what happened with Harden. I have I've been wearing this, as you can tell. The 13's kind of worn. I used to wear this all the time. I have a Yao jersey, T Mac, Harden, Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen. I've got jerseys of all these guys. I'm a diehard Rockets fan, regardless of what happens. This is my personal opinion with this trade. It's bittersweet just because of how it ended. I really wished Harden would have given Silas a chance, but I understand where he's coming from. He didn't want to be part of a rebuild. And I think that what Daryl Morey did by trading all these picks off for Westbrook in the last year's trade kind of rubbed a lot of us fans the wrong way, sacrificing our future for this guy who just, I mean, don't get me wrong, Russell Westbrook's a Hall of Famer. He's a great player. I just didn't think he was going to be able to work in the system with Harden. And you could see it in the playoffs, you could see it in the regular season. It just didn't work out. And yeah, those years we had Chris Paul were actually quite entertaining. It was fun to watch. Best team in the league in 2018, record wise, playoff wise, we were great. Some say we were a hamstring away from the finals, which technically yes, we were a hamstring away from the finals. Would we have gotten to the finals? There was no guarantee. If we got into the finals, would we have beat Cleveland? There was no guarantee. But as a Rockets fan, you have to understand getting that far in that dynasty against that dynasty of Golden State was remarkable. So we can't say we didn't have any great years with Harden. We got him in 2012, 2013. Sorry, 2013, 2014 around that era. Yeah, no, we got him in 2012, 2013. And he just blossomed from the get-go, proving that he needed to be a starter. Um, I think what happened through the errors of the game with him, how he evolved, seeing that he needed the ball in his hands to dominate. I mean, 3 scoring titles is nothing to sniff at, but scoring titles don't translate to championships, aka Tracy McGrady. But I'm not upset by Harden wanting to leave. I totally get it. I just wish it would. I wish it would have been a little more smoother, just because I think our fans are really harsh on superstars when they have negative inputs on the franchise. If you weren't around for this, Trace McGrady, whenever he was having issues with Rick Adelman, we lose T Mac. He goes to Detroit. I was at that Detroit Houston game, and the fans were booing him because of how he acted and everything. And I totally get that. But I'm also a diehard T Mac fan, so it really hurt me. I liked T Mac before he came to Houston. I actually, on my NBA 97 on PlayStation 1, I had traded for T Mac. Actually, I traded for Sky Pippen and T Mac as a kid. And the following year, we actually got Scotty for that 1 year. And then a few years later, we actually traded for T Mac. So it was really cool. Anyway, the point of it is the fans treat superstars that don't want to be in Houston a little more harsh than I want. I just hope whenever Harden does come to Houston, when we have enough fans in the stands, he'll get a standing ovation one day. Maybe not early, even though several of us fans were actually kind of ready for this day to happen because of how he's acted. His persona really has made some people just not care for him. I constantly have friends that give me say Harden's the problem. Harden's the problem. They gotta get rid of him. They've been saying that for a couple years now. In the end, I think. Do I think this trade's good? No, I don't think the trade's great. It's fine. Victor Oladipo's not under contract. We'll have to re-sign him. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna let him walk. So that's a wash. Karis LeVert, I would like to have had him, but I understand why they did it. The salary dump. Get ready for potential rebuild. The Rodians pick. Who cares about him? He's not. He's whatever. He's just gonna be on the bench if we even keep him. So it's like Victor Oladipo and these picks for a Harden. I mean, it's fine for the rebuild. We know it had to start happening. Wall's a shell of himself right now. Cousins can't stay on the floor because of unwarranted technicals in general, but that's another story. I just don't think this team will be. I don't think it's going to be able to get out of the West anytime soon. And before we had Harden, we were a ninth place team 3 years in a row. I don't want to be in that part of the standings again. I'd rather be at the very bottom where we can start getting picks, but our actual personal picks get sent off anyway, so it's not like we're going to be able to use them. In the end, the trade had to be done. He's basically been protesting the games on the floor. You can just tell by his scoring. I mean, he's under 20 points for 4 of his last 5 games, it seems like. I think it's 4 of his last 5. And I can't even tell you the last time he had less than 20 points more than once or twice in a season. And so he protested on the floor. He gained weight. He looks like he just didn't want to be there, and he showed it. So, do I fault Harden for it? Not at all. Daryl Morey left Houston and then said he was going to retire, take some time for his kids, and then about an hour later signed with the Sixers. So there was something in the office with Tillman that made Harden, Morey, Westbrook, everybody in general just not want to be there. And we know it's the affiliation with you know what if you're into politics. So I'm not. But overall, I hate to see it happen. I understand why it happened. I have no ill will to James. I hope him the best. I actually will be okay with him going to Brooklyn because Kevin Durant was one of my favorite players coming out because I'm a Longhorn. So Durant's always going to be a player that I will root for. So if I'm rooting for Durant, I've got to root for Harden. So I'm rooting for Brooklyn to do well. They sacrificed their future, so for their sake, I hope it's well. But I don't post these kind of videos, but I wanted to put my thoughts out there as an actual diehard Rockets fan. So we'll see what our future holds. Later, guys.